In this video, we're going to show you how to replace your ignition coils on your Dodge Ram. There's going to be 4 on the passenger side and 4 on the driver's side. Let's go ahead and use our 3/8 wrench. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this nut and remove the terminal. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect our terminal here. We'll go ahead and set that aside. Using our 8mm socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen the hose clamp here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this vacuum tube, pop this off. I'm going to undo the clasps or the locks on your air box. I'm going to get lift up on this here. Go ahead and wiggle the intake tube off of the airbox here. Go ahead and set that aside. Locate the ignition coil we want to go ahead and replace. In our case, it is the passenger front ignition coil. There's a wire harness right here. There's a red lock clip. Push that red lock over. I'm going to disconnect this by pushing down on this tab, and then wiggle that connector off. Make sure that lock tab is far enough over. Disconnect the coil wire by simply grabbing that, twisting it gently, and pop it off. There's going to be 2 10mm bolts. There's one right here, and there's one on the bottom side of it. These are capture bolts. You can loosen them all the way, but they will not fall out. They will come out when you remove the entire coil. Spin that bolt loose. You can grab that coil. Now this is just insulated wrapped tube, so you can go ahead, pull this coil out. And work that out, because that coil tube is flexible. Go ahead and feed the coil down. You can go ahead and flex that rubber boot down into that tube. Push the coil down as you're feeding that boot in. Push that down into place. I'm going to start that lower bolt by hand. And this one here, we'll position that coil. Get that started. And once that screw bottoms out, or the bolt, you just want to snug it. Doesn't have to be super tight. All right, that is pretty much bottomed out. We're good. Let's go ahead and do the same for the bottom one here. I'm going to thread that in as far as I can by hand. right, that one is all set. Gonna take your ignition coil here, the wire, and line that up. And you're gonna push that on. I'm gonna take the electrical connector, line that up, push it on, and then push that lock over. Go ahead and line up the air tube there. Go ahead and work that into place. On the airbox base itself, there are notches on the top and there's tabs on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we can flex that box. Get those tabs to come through, lock that in. Go ahead and snap your clips back on. I want to install the vacuum tube here. Slip that on. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the clamp here. And once that's snug, you're all set there. Go ahead and tighten down our bolt here.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.